the global spotlight unexpectedly shifted to Seoul's Paradise Art Night this past weekend, when Kim Taehyung, better known worldwide as V of BTS, took the stage and made a statement that sent shockwaves through the entire K-pop community. Known more for its contemporary art exhibitions than explosive revelations, the event suddenly transformed into one of the most closely analyzed cultural gatherings of the year. And at the heart of it all was the lingering question that has haunted ARMY since September 1st. Why did Jungkook break down in tears in Taehyung's arms during what was supposed to be a joyful birthday celebration? For weeks, fans had been left in suspense. The short clip that Taehyung himself had posted showed just fragments: Jungkook's bowed head, trembling shoulders, and that unforgettable embrace. These images alone ignited a storm of speculation across fan communities worldwide. Some interpreted the tears as a moment of heartfelt gratitude, the kind of emotional release that comes when years of pressure finally boil over. Others, however, feared something darker, whispering about burnout, hidden struggles, or even despair. Until now, no one truly knew the story behind that night. And then, at Paradise Art Night, Taehyung broke his silence. Standing before an audience of artists, cultural icons, and international media representatives, Taehyung's tone was calm yet deliberate. He didn't waste words. Instead, he gave ARMY the clarity they had been waiting for. That night, Taehyung said softly, was not about sadness, it was about release. Jungkook has carried so much on his shoulders, more than most people could ever imagine. When he cried, it wasn't a sign of weakness, it was a reminder of his strength. And I was there simply to let him know he didn't have to carry everything alone. With those words, the entire narrative shifted. What had been interpreted as despair was reframed as resilience. Jungkook's tears, Taehyung explained, were not cries of hopelessness, but the necessary release of emotions after months of unbearable pressure. Pressure from global stardom, personal battles, and even frightening incidents like the recent break-in attempt at his home. Cultural commentators in South Korea immediately took note of both the timing and the venue. Paradise Art Night has long represented the intersection of art and human vulnerability. By speaking there, Taehyung elevated Jungkook's moment beyond gossip or scandal. He reframed it as something universal, the human need to break down, to be held, and to rebuild. International media echoed the sentiment. The New York Times called Taehyung's remarks a rare moment of authenticity in an industry that thrives on perfection. The Guardian highlighted the symbolic weight of the embrace, labeling it a testament to friendship under the crushing spotlight of fame. In Japan, commentators noted how his words resonated with the cultural idea of resilience found through companionship. Korean outlets praised his ability to transform what might have been scandalized into a profound reminder of humanity. But ARMY themselves were left divided. Many expressed relief and gratitude for Taehyung's honesty, flooding social media with thank yous and emotional reactions. One fan wrote on Weverse, "We're relieved to hear it wasn't sadness. But it doesn't change the fact that Jungkook is under enormous stress. We must protect him." Another added, "If even Taehyung feels the need to speak out publicly, then the industry must take his well-being seriously." The emotional resonance of the moment could not be denied. Paradise Art Night became more than an art showcase. It became a stage for vulnerability, resilience, and the unshakable bond between BTS members. By speaking so openly, Taehyung not only reassured fans, but also challenged the very culture of perfection that defines K-pop. His message was crystal clear. Idols are not invulnerable, they are human beings. And their artistry is born not just from strength, but from moments of fragility too. His choice of words, release, strength, not alone, was striking. It suggested that Jungkook's tears were not an accidental slip caught on camera, but an inevitable result of years of silent pressure. It also positioned Taehyung as more than a friend. In that moment, he became a guardian, publicly standing up to shield Jungkook's image and protect his dignity. For many, this moment cemented the deep bond often celebrated under the fandom's beloved Jikook label. Industry insiders even speculated that Taehyung's public explanation was a carefully thought-out move, designed not only to protect Jungkook, but to cut through the wildest rumors spreading online. Still, his words were measured, leaving just enough mystery intact to preserve the aura that has always surrounded BTS. The aftermath was powerful. Fans worldwide flooded timelines with their own stories of emotional release. Many shared how Jungkook's vulnerability inspired them to face their own struggles with courage. In this way, Taehyung's words extended far beyond defending his friend. They became a lifeline of solidarity for millions across the globe. And yet, as the story spread further, another truth began to surface. Questions were raised. Did Paradise Art Night truly unfold the way the viral narrative claimed? Why had no official Korean outlets or HYBE itself confirmed such a dramatic moment? In a world where every BTS appearance is documented instantly, why was there no footage, no verifiable proof? Some analysts began peeling back the layers, and doubts crept in. Could this entire story be an exaggeration? An emotionally compelling tale fueled more by fan-driven spaces than reality? The lack of concrete evidence raised red flags. After all, if Jungkook truly broke down in such a public setting, wouldn't cameras have captured it instantly? And if Taehyung had indeed spoken so boldly on stage, wouldn't the Korean press have exploded with headlines? These questions led many to reconsider. Perhaps the narrative thrived not because it was factual, but because it played directly into ARMY's deepest emotions. Their longing for proof of the members' unshakable bonds during their military service hiatus, and their need to feel close to them in a time of distance. In truth, misinformation has long been part of the K-pop ecosystem. BTS, more than any group, has faced its share of false narratives, some harmless fantasies, others damaging fabrications. This particular story seems to fall somewhere in between. Not malicious, but misleading. It tugged at heartstrings so effectively that countless fans admitted to crying upon hearing it. But as reality settled in, many realized how easily emotion can overshadow fact. BTS themselves have often warned ARMY about this very danger. JUNGKOOK especially has spoken about the impact of false rumors and the importance of grounding belief in truth. Their bond with fans relies on honesty and trust, something that misinformation, no matter how beautiful, can threaten. The deeper lesson here extends beyond BTS. In today's hyper-connected world, digital virality often values emotional impact over accuracy. A rumor that stirs hearts can outpace any quiet correction. That's why stories like Taehyung's speech at Paradise Art Night spread so quickly. They are irresistible, even if not entirely true. For ARMY, the challenge becomes balancing emotional connection with critical thinking. It's not about dismissing feelings, but about asking simple questions. Where is the proof? Who reported this? Why hasn't any official outlet confirmed it? Such questions can protect the fandom from disappointment and manipulation. Ultimately, whether the Paradise Art Night story was fact or fiction, its emotional core struck deep. It reflected fans' yearning for reassurance, for the comfort of seeing Taehyung protecting Jungkook, for the hope that even under immense pressure, the bond between members remains unbreakable, and maybe that's why it spread so far. Because even if the details crumble under scrutiny, the truth at its center remains. Jungkook, like every human, carries burdens too heavy to bear alone. And Taehyung, like the truest of friends, is there to hold him, whether on a stage in private or in the hearts of millions watching from afar.